Hello everybody, it's Allie. Today is the third and I think final part of my NaNoWriMo series of videos, and in this one I am going to be giving you, how many do I have? Basically in this one I'm going to be giving you ideas. Maybe you haven't thought of an idea yet, or you just can't seem to think of something that strikes your fancy. I'm going to be giving you quite a few ideas that you can use. I thought of these last night, so they might not be as good as I think they are, but you can change and expand on them a little bit if you want to. Let's check how many I have. There are 30. Oh dearie. 30 ideas. I will put numbers. I will put a number as I'm talking about them so you can know how many we've done so far. So I guess we'll just have to, get into this. Write a story about a girl or a boy who turn into a cat or a dog, and then they have to figure out how to deal with being an animal. Write a story about a man who can turn himself invisible, so he can turn invisible whenever he wants to, and he is a CIA sniper. So that would really come in handy, wouldn't it? Write a story about a soldier returning home from the war to find his home or her home in basic anarchy in war. So it's no better than being over in the actual war. Write a story about a deer during deer hunting season. And now you can do any animal you want during that hunting season, but a deer was just the easiest one to come up with. Write about a pair of sisters or brothers who are separated at birth, who become rival lawyers. Write about a girl and a boy / siblings. You could make them siblings if you want to, or you could just make them a normal just girl and boy friends who get stuck in a futuristic world. I picked the year 2121 because it was the first one that I thought of because I love Disney. I love Disney Channel, or the old Disney Channel. And basically the world is in war and they have to somehow survive. Write about Romeo and Juliet, but make it during World War II. One is Jewish, one is German. Write a story about a prince who gives up his throne for a peasant boy. Write a story about two older gay men who live in the suburbs. They don't have to be actually together if you don't want to make them together. Write a story about the richest man in the world going bankrupt. Write a story about a POW or a prisoner of war falling in love with his captor, his or her. I guess you can make it a girl if you want to. Falling in love with their captor's daughter or son. Write a story about a dragon princess or prince who chooses a mortal. Write a story about a dead man who comes back to life, who gets a second chance. Write a story about a witch who is saved by a unicorn. Write a story about a superhero who is training his replacement, but the replacement doesn't know if he just thinks that he's being trained by a superhero. Write a story about a man who is stranded in the desert but gets contacted by aliens because they're in some sort of drama and they need his help. Write about a school where dogs / wolves learn how to be pets to humans. Write about a cyborg who falls in love. Write about a robot who learns how to be human. Write a story about a man running for president in futuristic Australia, and you can make it really any country you want, but in the future, so you can make the future whatever you want. They can be in a sort of Hunger Games style place where they're divided, or not. Write a story about a group of aliens of all different races who get stranded on an icy planet and they have to figure out how to survive and not kill each other. Write a story about a man who somehow loses his legs, so he has to have amputated legs, or prosthetic, that's the right word, but then he becomes the best dancer in the world. Ballroom, ballet, whatever you want to do. Write a story about an astronaut who crashes on Jupiter, and then you could do whatever you want with that. Write a story about a group of average citizens who form this heroic band. They don't have any kind of heroic attributes, but they form this band that go out and stop injustice. Write a story about a small town plagued by spirits and ghosts. Write a story about a murdered man who haunts his home. Write a story about a girl who finds a genie lamp only to realize the genie inside is actually a boy who has been enslaved, and then they fall in love. Create a story around a gold phoenix. You can interpret that any way you want. Write a story about a materialistic witch who meets a karate instructor who basically gets her to realize that, what did I write? Who teaches her quality over quantity. That's how it was going to be. And the witch is going to be like Sabrina, who can just like point her finger and things happen. That kind of thing, where she can just like snap her fingers and, you know, something, she can have whatever she wants. So she meets this guy who, and I picked a karate instructor because they are basically like really zen, and, you know, he teaches her that quality is better than quantity. Write a story about a man who has the ability to travel through time, and he uses a watch to do so. So kind of like Hermione's little necklace that can take her back and forward. He has a watch, so he just kind of clicks the watch, like turns the watch, and he's off somewhere else. Alright, that's it. That's my 30 ideas for your NaNoWriMo this year, or just 30 ideas in general. They don't have to be for NaNoWriMo, but that's why I came up with them. So let me know. I will create some kind of hashtag somehow, and I'll put it I'll somehow put it on either on your screen, or if I don't want to do that, then I will put it in the info bar, and you can use that, or in the comments if you want to, but let me know if you use one of these stories. You can either let me know what it is, or you can just tell me the number. I mean, I have them written down, so I'll know what you're talking about. Feel free to, if you see someone who picked your number, don't be discouraged. You can write a completely different story about that. So if someone picked the Golden Phoenix one, they could make it an actual phoenix, or they could make it like a brooch, or a, you know, secret society or something. So you can do whatever you want. You can write whatever one you want. Don't get discouraged if someone picks the number that you thought sounded really good to you. Don't think that means you have to pick another one. There are 30, so I think the chances of that aren't really too high, but you know, yeah, let me know what you pick. Let me know if you're excited for NaNoWriMo this year, because I am. Later on, I think as time is going, I will let you know what I've picked from the 3 contenders that I have, which one I picked to write. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to be doing updates, like update videos. I will be updating on Twitter, so go follow me there. That'll be in the info bar. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I think that's it. I think that's all right now. So I'll see you guys some other time.